Hello, this is John with EntreSmart. Really talking today about spiraling upward with AI and how we've learned to activate AI inside your company. One of the great lines I heard was everyone on my team is a CEO. This is what AI can be. It can give this thought partner or this digital teammates that allow you to spiral upward and get better at what you do. What do you mean? What do I mean by that? Spiraling up means this continuous improvement process, both that literal process, but also the people. AI leads to upward momentum, creating this win cycle. It is not a magic pill, however. People sometimes just want it to be like on. It's not that way. It takes some work. You got to be realistic. There's insights and automation, but it cannot replace human skills. It's an augmented tool to be used by humans to create better outcomes. We're in the very early innings. Just remember, it's a large language model, not a large fact model. There's some ways you have to learn how to talk to AI to make it really robust for you. It can pass the bar, the CPA, and the ACT, but it can't pass all the stuff we learned in preschool and how we interact with people as well. So you don't have to worry about AI taking your job. We just have to learn how to use AI to improve your job. There's this critical stages, like everyone's super excited and confident, but then they get frustrated and then they debate whether or not this is even worth going on. But then eventually, if they're training and tuning and pushing through, there's early excitement, and then there's some joy of let's do more. It's kind of like a new employee, just onboarding them. It takes some time before they're really thriving. There's some core success values we've really looked at AI. People need to be curious. We really recommend creating a committee of people that are curious. They're optimistic. They have optimism around AI and they're determined to push through that curve. One of the great things you can do with your digital teammate or thought partner is collaborate AI. Bring AI into your meetings with you. Really think through it, or before you go in with an issues list, talk through it. Collaboration instead of one-on-one equals three. When you work with a couple people in the room with AI, it's like equal 10. You also want to transition from creation to editing as fast as possible. Often we kind of do one-way collaboration. Can you build this report? Can you do this PowerPoint? Can you write this contract? Then we go back and forth on 3 or 4 edits. By creating the first draft in AI, we skip over those first couple and really leverage all of our talents in the room to take it to the next level. It really creates not only 25% faster, but usually like 40% improved quality, a huge game changer. Brainstorming with AI is incredible. Create that culture of openness. Bring AI into the room. AI can bring more diverse perspectives. It can bring creativity and innovation to your brainstorming. It's a great way to elevate all your brainstorming. Some things to think about when brainstorming: 6 hats thinking. Act like an accountant, act like a lawyer, act like whatever you want it to be. Be a devil's advocate to this whole idea. Identify patterns in our discussion, identify outcomes that you'd predict would happen based on this discussion and feedback. It's very good at bringing more insights into you so you can brainstorm to the next level. One thing we've learned the hard way is really we want to start with quick wins. We don't want to go upper right quadrant. We want to go upper left quadrant. Things that'll bring a level of effort that's pretty easy, but high value. We don't need to focus on the really large projects that get too painful to go through that curve I showed you earlier. And then one of the key things is like it's 10 to 1. So people again get a little nervous around AI, but we're finding 10 new things to do for every one that your digital teammate will handle. If you just think of it, your digital teammates handling the joy removing menial tasks, and you're elevating your whole game. It's a total game changer and a big win. We also recommend using the daily update app if you're a Microsoft house, where every day your committee is sharing your best wins and best practices. So you guys are all spiraling upward. Our best process is to really identify hundreds of or 30 to 100 potential wins. We'll also share a bunch of 365 and AI best practices. Focus on 8, just create some simple wireframes using a GPT or something like that, something that's very quick and easy to kind of understand. Is it still something that'll ROI? We only want to go after things that'll ROI in like 3 months to 6 months max. Then we have to get some experts involved to build out a feasibility proof of concept. Again, a really low effort. Okay, does this still make sense? Maybe run it by some customers, run it by your internal customers, whatever it takes. And then if it makes sense to really drive crazy ROI, we want to build and train. So typically selecting 1 to 3 things per quarter to build and train to bring to production. For more information, feel free to reach out, to scan the QR code, DM me on LinkedIn, and we'll share about how we are activating AI, driving success for 2025 and beyond.